The fingers play a crucial role. They generate the most focused and concentrated power. The moment you brush the ball is like snapping your fingers. Some people can't snap no matter what, because they move too evenly, without acceleration. You can try snapping your fingers to see if you can make a sound. If you can't, you can practice it more in your daily routine. At the moment of contact, your fingers and wrist must generate a short explosive force, just like snapping your fingers. Or like striking a match. The slower and more hesitant you are, the harder it is to ignite. This force is like the friction in a topspin loop. Where exactly do we generate force? One source is the wrist. Using the wrist. The second is the fingers. Many players ask me, what's the relationship between the wrist and fingers? If you move your fingers, your wrist will move. You can try it yourself. Move your fingers without moving your wrist. It's impossible. But you can move your wrist without moving your fingers. So you must use your fingers to drive your wrist. Only then can you increase the speed of power output. If you only focus on the wrist, your finger power won't transfer. When I was young, my mom used to pinch me very painful. Her finger strength was huge. The fingers play a crucial role. They generate the most focused and concentrated power. The moment you brush the ball is like snapping your fingers. Some people can't snap no matter what, because they move too evenly, without acceleration. You can try snapping your fingers to see if you can make a sound. If you can't, you can practice it more in your daily routine. At the moment of contact, your fingers and wrist must generate a short explosive force, just like snapping your fingers. Or like striking a match. The slower and more hesitant you are, the harder it is to ignite. This force is like the friction in a topspin loop. The slower you move, the harder it is to concentrate your power and create strong friction. But a brief burst of power in that instant allows you to really grab the ball. Where does Penhold generate force? The back three fingers. You can feel the back of your hand. These three fingers and the palm area have very strong power transmission. Let me show you. It's basically the whole hand generating force, with 70% transmitted from the back fingers. My fingers are actively generating force. Some players don't feel tired, because they don't use any part of their body. Table tennis is actually very exhausting. You use your body and legs. It is a physically demanding sport. Make sure you pay attention. The back three fingers must press and drive the power, including the palm, which also needs to contribute power. You must generate force forward. You must push with power. Your fingers on the blade are not just resting there. They must transmit force forward or upward. Your fingers need to press forward and upward, driving the force into your racket. When looping, you should feel the power transmitted through your fingers and wrist. Most people only think about the arm, waist rotation, and leg drive. Many professional players think about finger-wrist friction at contact, because it allows them to ensure the ball lands on the table. Sometimes you remember to use your fingers and wrist, sometimes you don't. When you're nervous, you won't think about such details. One day, if you can wear out or puncture your backhand rubber from finger pressure, that means your finger transmission is strong. If after months of playing the rubber still looks new, your finger transmission is weak. Every motion. The fingers help support the blade. This area also shows finger force transmission. You can see the wear from the finger. So this power transmission is crucial. because these 3 fingers connect to your palm and to the back of your hand. Many people hold the racket like this. Holding it this way makes the racket tip naturally lift. So when you play, your index finger must come down. Only then can your wrist relax. This is very important. Bring your index finger down to the side. The closer it is to the edge, the better the power transmission. When you first start looping, you may feel you can't hook your wrist. Look at my finger. I'm slightly hooking onto the side. When I generate force, I push the blade, using the wrist to press the blade at impact. And the index finger's transmission is critical. Watch how I generate force. My index finger never leaves its spot. You cannot let it slip upward when you apply force. Hook the side. Hook it and drive forward and upward. One is the index finger. The second is the middle finger. Anyone has calluses on the middle finger? I've also developed calluses on my middle finger, look. Many people grip the paddle too loosely. There's no finger power transmission. And it causes the racket to shake a lot. Some people hold it like this. But gripping like this has one advantage. The whipping effect is good. But the stability is low. Everything has 2 sides. Look, this is me relaxing. I'm opening my fingers. Just so everyone can see clearly. This is relaxed. This is pushing the paddle. The middle finger is pushing against the blade's shoulder. Many people's grip leans toward forehand or backhand. I actually don't recommend too much bias. You'll find today's style requires balance. Forehand must be good. Backhand must be good too. Can you place the bone alignment right in the center of the paddle? You must lock this position. At the moment of contact. Relaxed. At the moment you hit the ball. Push with the fingers, and rotate the wrist at the same time. Just this one motion allows you to create excellent friction.